Hello everybody and welcome back to your favourite YouTube channel, and today we'll be going through my first impressions of the UFL Open Beta, the so-called EAFC / FIFA killer. But before I tell you what I think, let me know down in the comments what you think of the beta if you have had a chance to play it, and obviously leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, subscribe if you're new, and turn notifications on so you don't miss a thing. Let's get into it. So what do we know about UFL so far? It's been delayed twice now. I think it's supposed to come out in 2023, early 2023, and then it got delayed to later. Now I think the official release will be in 2024, but obviously nobody knows. It doesn't matter what people say, it's going to come out when it does come out. I believe it's also going to be a free to play game, and from the beta that I've only played about 4 or 5 matches, and my first impressions are pretty good. The menus are quick, they actually react, unlike certain games, you know. You push a button and it does exactly what you want to do. So it's nice to be able to fly through menus as quick as you can. Obviously, as a free-to-play game, there's going to be a lot of microtransactions because they need to make money somehow. And I don't have a lot of licenses at this moment in time. I think I saw the hashtag kit, the Monaco kit, and I don't think there's actually anyone else. And obviously, all the players don't actually have teams or nationalities. It's all just one big pool of players that you can just buy anyone you want to, and the market so far I'm assuming is just there. You can just buy who you want. No one's actually selling or buying players from each other. It's just a market there. You have to earn reputation points, you have to earn whatever the P is, P points, whatever they are, and also there's LP points. A lot of points that you've got to go around and earn, but you can go and earn every type of point. You just have to play matches and or complete challenges, or even buy the team pass here. Obviously that's probably going to cost a decent penny. I think I bought the elite pass. I still, like I said, I was just going through and trying to figure stuff out. It's a bit weird because you have to buy the pass and you've got to buy the stuff in the pass as well. So you don't just buy the battle pass, you have to use other points to buy stuff in the battle pass, whether it be kits, balls, gloves, reputation boosters and so more. And also there's skin packs as well, which you can put on players you want. I think you can remove them as well, so you don't just use them up instantly, which is kind of nice. And you can get each player specific skins as well, which I haven't got any of because I didn't really put too much time into this. But the challenges, there's a few. I'm assuming they'll just change them like every time, every week or something. You see weekly there. But going back to when you very first start the game, you have to make your team name. Obviously mine's always been Big Boys, which EA don't let me use anymore for some reason, not too sure. But you do also pick a formation and then a captain, and the captains were Ronaldo, De Bruyne, Zinchenko, and 2 other ones as well. Obviously most people are going to pick Ronaldo / De Bruyne. And then the formation I picked a 4-3-3, which you can change later on as well. You're not locked in. I found searching for a match took quite a while. Obviously it is a beta, and there's no doubt about it, they're going to have issues with their servers. Everyone always does, and that's what betas are for. So a lot of people are annoyed at certain stuff in the game. It will change. Just be open with what is frustrating and ways to improve it. I'm not sure if it's going to be a yearly game or a game they're just going to add consistently to, which I think it might be a little bit of a problem, to be fair. I don't know how much they can, content-wise, you can add to a game if you don't make a new one each year. Who knows? I'm not a game developer and I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. But yeah, you can see here it took quite a long time. I think this one took a minute to get into a game, and then also I think the longest took me is nearly 5 minutes waiting to get into a game. But like I said, open beta, server issues and all that stuff. But looking at the team you get at the very start, I think everyone that picked the same formation as me and Ronaldo got exactly the same team. I'm not really that big a fan of that, because if you're playing against the same team, it'd be nice. There's so many players in the world, right? Just pick random players. But I do like this presentation style with the kits. Obviously Ronaldo, captain, Big Boy there. And I do like the little animations. It feels very smooth. I'm quite impressed with the way the game looks overall as well. Look at that fist bump. Just little touches that are needed. But this, I actually thought was my team, but it's not. I'm actually looking at his team. But I sat there for a long time like, why is it showing me my team? Because literally, it's a carbon copy. Like I said, it could just be for the beta, but it did confuse me quite a lot. But now we get into the presentation side of it. I think there's only one stadium in the beta, and the commentators weren't people I know, or even maybe I have, but I didn't even have a clue, didn't recognise the voices at all. Overall, they're not too bad, but the presentation is pretty decent as well. Look at that. Graphics looking on point in an open beta. Can't complain too much. There's a few little bits and bobs, but now onto the gameplay. And I'm not going to lie, I am not too, let me just say, fond of it. I think the passing is very, very heavy. Well, I found it ridiculously heavy, and sprinting seems very pointless as well because people catch up with you, especially when you're on the ball. You sprint and it's like the heaviest touch ever. The passing, I felt like it's so delayed. Nice little skill move there, by the way. I did learn a few skills here and there, but I struggled to score. That could just be because I'm bad at video games, but overall I wasn't feeling it too much. You definitely have to play a whole lot slower than you would in a game like FIFA or EFC, but I felt like I was working way too hard and I had to focus way too hard to just get a pass off, because I pushed A to pass. I would play the Xbox, and it felt like it took a good second after I pushed the button to do anything. I did score for my very first scorer though, what a goal that is. But back to the passing, it could have been because I was using bad players. I did near the end start getting or buying more players that were better, but I still didn't feel like it worked out too well. Defending as well, I felt like moving the players was so horrendous. Like they couldn't turn at all. Every time I tried to run after someone, they turned quite quickly, and the players turn like a truck when defending. Like I said, it could just be me, but I just felt not satisfied with defending. I think I made like one actual tackle. Most of the time they did a heavy touch, I just ran past and picked the ball up. So that's how I defended it. But most of the time it just felt very, very heavy. And like I said, it's an open beta. It could be because the players were actually trash. Ronaldo scores again there. But visual wise, the game actually looks pretty good. It kind of looks like FIFA, I'm not going to lie. But overall, it doesn't look too bad. I think it's still got a long way to go. The player models, Ronaldo looks great, but other players maybe not so much because it's probably not a full face scan. Obviously Ronaldo is like a part owner, put like loads of money into the game as well. Saved my very first penalty though. Of course, I'm a goalkeeper at heart, and then you'd see me run past because I can't control my defenders. But it's definitely going to be a massive learning curve, and any game that puts more pressure on another game is going to be better for the consumer overall, right? If this game flops, it's not going to be good for us, the consumer. We need it to do well and put pressure on EA to do better as well. Like I said, more competition is better for consumers, and we need it big time. And generally, I do think this game has got a lot of potential. Obviously, open beta, I keep saying it because you need to keep that in mind. Open betas are there to be tested, and it's the first time a mass amount of people have played the game. There is crossplay as well. I think it's only PlayStation 5 and Xbox. I don't think it's available on PC. I didn't really look into it. And back to the gameplay, it did run very smoothly. I think there's a few bugs in animations. My players were jumping like 20 foot in the air. I'm not sure why. Just like bounce really high. And then goalkeeper animations a bit dodgy as well. And still things like deflected goals or the goalkeeper saving it and going back to attacking players happen. I don't know if it just happened to me, but probably not. But like I said, I feel like there's quite a lot of potential in this game. Scoring was very hard for me. Other people didn't struggle nowhere near as much. I think I had like 10 shots for one goal. Just couldn't do nothing with it. Celebrations a bit meh, nothing too special at all. Skill moves though feel very, very strong. I learned to do rainbow flicks. To be fair, skill moves exactly the same as they are for FIFA basically. The ball roll's pretty overpowered. Rainbow flicks pretty good as well. The hill to hill, again, pretty good. But like I said, shooting is my biggest problem, and passing is my biggest, and sprinting. To be fair, if they get that sorted out, or if the players do make that big a difference, if it's players that make a difference, I'm not too fussed by it because you will just get used to it and you eventually want to get better players. But if it is just the way the game's going to play, I'm not sure I'm going to get along with it too much. My defender's movement is just crazy bad. I did give away another penalty there, but just trying to move them around, I felt so just uncomfortable with it. I was moving them, they weren't reacting, and the cheeky, can you believe it? The cheeky boy. But like I said, I'm looking forward to giving this game a try when it fully comes out. I feel like there's a lot of potential in it. I feel like people need to give it an opportunity. That it will get better, hopefully. As more money gets put into it, obviously it should get better and better. But as a starting point, well, not really a starting point, but the first time masses of people have played the game, I think we're in good stead. I feel like it can do well. And hopefully it does. Hopefully they don't let it get to their head. And hopefully they're not a horrible company. But I've fingers crossed it does well. And like I said, puts pressure on other games to do better as well, because we need more. We need more football games. There's not that many out, and the ones that are out have a massive monopoly. Obviously, EAFC is just the biggest monopoly you can, and eFootball is not very good from what I've heard, and I don't really want to touch that game because of certain things. But this game, it's looking good, and like I said, let me know down in the comments below what you think of this game. I've had a decent fun. I did enjoy it. I did struggle a lot of it. I feel like we will be in good hands with it. You can see I did start learning to take some decent moves, started controlling players a little bit better. Defending, like I said, it's just shocking. But I'm going to leave it there. Remember to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new, and turn notifications on so you don't miss a thing. And as always, look after yourself, stay safe, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.